In this lesson, I will show how to create parametric linear array. I will use the example of a ladder. Here I prepared a file to start with that is attached to this lesson if you watch it on revituni.com. We are in a wall-based generic template, and I have already added some objects to it, such as fasteners and main rails. We will only focus on the ladder rungs. However, you can analyze for yourself what kind of parametrization occur, for example, the width of the ladder, etc. So moving on to the topic of this lesson, I have loaded the family with the ranks of the ladder. When it comes to creating array parameters, even such simple geometries as extrusion of such rectangle should be created in a separate family file. In my case, it was a generic model and I created one for myself and loaded into the family of the ladder. And now what I do is simply insert this component from the Create Component tab. Let's insert the first rank here. I will connect immediately the width of this family with the width I have in this ladder. Let's move into the placement side view. I determined the location of the first rank. I created a separate reference plane for this purpose, which I locked at the height of 250 millimeters from the reference level. I select Align tool and attach two objects and lock the path. First object is ready. Similarly, I create the reference plane on the top. I locked it at the 100 millimeters offset from the top. I'm left with making a linear array. I choose array number, let's enter number 10 and the second. The stage is completed. Now I'm aligning again. Important to notice that I selected array to last in the settings, so you have to be careful with that. And now I'm aligning last rank of the array to the reference plane at the top. I select the number visible in the array and I can create a parameter out of it. Name it n. And now it would be a good idea to create some kind of dependency. For example, I can create a new parameter for myself, which I will call rank spacing. Let it be a type parameter, and then I divide the length of this ladder by the spacing. So I will enter, let's say, 250 millimeters spacing, and now I enter the formula. Length divided by spacing of ranks. The number of ranks is calculated automatically based on the length. So I divide it by the certain constant that I placed and can be modified. We also need to log the position of the ranks relative to this plane. Let's see and test what will happen if the offset from the wall will change or the size of the wall itself will change. You see that the alignment problem is there and we have to solve it on top and on the bottom. So I go to the left view, and here I also pay attention to this reference plane for the first element and the last, as they determine the array line. Lock. And now the ladder is in one line, so we have to pay attention to all X, Y, Z 3D directions when we model 3D objects. Let's see how such family will behave in the project family. To insert, it will require a wall object, so by choosing this template, we are already limited in the project to this type of objects. Ladder will be used only with the wall, so this is a kind of a complication that can bring us into a dead end sometime. We will work hard and then someone just won't have a wall on which they can place the objects or create some custom object assigned to another category. So I warn you to pay attention to this kind of potential problems, limitations. But let's assume that we know what we are doing and we accept the risk. We now have it in the project and can shape the length individually, and the ladder will automatically update.